Hello amigos, welcome back to Davila Watch, the series I have on my channel where we talk all things Ulysses Davila, who plays here in the A-League for Wellington Phoenix. Obviously the season's finished now. I didn't record videos for the last couple of games of the season, mainly because he was injured. He missed 2 games through injury. Played the last game, got an assist, got his last assist of the season. He's on 7 goals and 7 assists, which is 2 assists more than he had last season, but it's a good 5 goals less than he scored last season. Mainly because I think he had a slow start. The whole team had a bit of a slow start to the season, mainly because they were playing in Eastern Australia rather than in Wellington, in New Zealand, because obviously COVID and the restrictions, and they couldn't fly teams to New Zealand basically for the COVID restrictions. So they played the last couple of games in Wellington now, so they're playing back in Phoenix. They're back in New Zealand now, so I think everything's kind of gone back to normal. I think next season it'll be normal again. They'll be playing in their home games in New Zealand, and we'd all have to be flying over there to play them away. So, like I said, he got his last assist of the season in his last game. I think he did really well. I mean, obviously he didn't do as well as last season. I think it was 1 less goal contribution this season than last season, so I think he did pretty well. Again, one of the best players in the league. Yeah, going into his contract situation, so it was reported, well obviously we've always known that his contract was running up at the end of this month, end of June, and there was always a bit of question mark about whether he would re-sign with Phoenix or whether he'd go back abroad or maybe go back to Mexico. Or the reports are that he's looking very likely that he's actually joining MacArthur FC, which is a fellow A-League club, a really young A-League club. I think they were founded in 2018. Did really well. They got into the playoffs this season, so yeah, they could still win the grand final if they get into it. Did really well this season actually. Apparently the reports are that they're going to make him their talisman. They're going to make him their best player. Like, I get LAFC Velo vibes when I read that. They're going to base their team around him. They're based in Eastern Australia, so where he's been playing all season. I think he looks like he prefers Eastern Australia than he does New Zealand. Although I know he loves New Zealand, I think Eastern Australia is just a little bit better for him. Yeah, so he's going to be the main man, I think, in their team if it happens. He's going to be one of the best players, one of the best paid players in this league. Reportedly he's going to get about 700,000 Australian dollars a year. You can do the maths. I think I don't know how that is a week or a month, but it's a lot of money, and I think he's worth it. And he seems happy in the league. So I'm happy with it because I get to keep seeing him play. Obviously, he'll be coming to Perth at least once a season to obviously play Glory. So hopefully I get to see him play here regularly, and hopefully once COVID kind of disappears, I can start going over east and seeing him play at home games. So which is definitely something I really want to do, especially when we can't travel internationally. So yeah, it looks like he's going to be joining MacArthur FC. Let me know what you think of that. If you're a Phoenix fan, let me know what you think about losing him. I've read online that some people are really going to miss him. Some people don't really think that it's a big deal. Whether they're kind of just saying that to make themselves feel better, or whether that's what they genuinely believe, I don't know. But I think it's a big miss for them. I think it also points to the fact that they can't afford to keep him. He's one of the best players in the league. He's going to demand money to represent that. And if they can't afford it, which I think is true, I think he probably would have preferred to have stayed there if they could afford it, because he was their club captain this season. The first Mexican player to do that in the A-League. So he's making history basically every time he starts a new season in the A-League. So long may that continue. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously I'll do a video. I think the next video I'll do is a review of whatever happens, whatever he decides to do, whether he does go to MacArthur or whether he moves somewhere else. I will do a video on that accordingly. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously 7 goals, 7 assists in 23 games. Not bad, 14 goals. contribution in 23 games is pretty good in my opinion. I think I'm hoping that if he does join MacArthur next year that he starts scoring a bit more again. Obviously they're building the team around him. Hopefully they'll cater to his strengths and they'll play him in positions that he's good in, and it might bring out the best in him. It must be a source of pride and confidence for him to be the main guy in the team. So hopefully that will rub off on him and he'll just start banging in the goals again like he did in the first season. I mean, 12 goals and 5 assists in his first season and then 7 goals and 7 assists in his second. It's not a bad return for 40 odd games, 50 games. I think he's played his 50th game, so he's doing really well so far. So long as that may continue. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you think of the news. Let me know what you think. What you prefer? Do you prefer him go back to Mexico? Do you think Chivas could sign him again? I think he could go back to Chivas tomorrow and slot into their first team. Not even joking. I think he'd be an improvement. I think he's the attacking midfielder that we've kind of been lacking. I think I would probably play him a little bit deeper or on the wings. I wouldn't play him as Cam because I think that's a very good spot. But yeah, I think he would go back to Chivas to do really well in Liga MX. But like I said, I'd like seeing him here. I like to watch a Mexican player play for real. It's been really awesome. Let me know what you think of that. Let me know what you think of him leaving Phoenix and joining MacArthur. Let me know what you think about him. What do you think he should be doing with the rest of his career? Please like and subscribe. I always reply to the comments, and I really appreciate any help that you guys can do. Sorry for the delay in videos. Obviously, life happens and things like that. I've been ill and had annual leave, so it's been a bit hectic, but I'm back on it now. So take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.